Now this is my next project, personally. Arriving now at the racetrack out here in the middle of nature.
In the middle of nothing.
In the middle of nothing, in the middle of nowhere. Got the mountains all around us.
Dude.
We're 10 minutes from the beach, 10 minutes from the airport, 10 minutes from the city.
10 minutes from our home.
Good morning. What's up, guys? So here we are. We just arrived at the racetrack. We're about to check it out. We're not sure how big it is. We're not sure in what state it is. We're not sure what work there needs to be done. But we're close to some chickens. We know that. About 200 meters we're looking at. So right over here, you bring your car up here or your bike or whatever, and it goes up and down so you can test for different things, for balance point and for all that kind of thing. Back inside there we have the building. Let's take a tour.
Here we have some of the project cars.
Is it open?
It's in a nice condition, but it needs a lot of work. Here we have the rear wheel drive Toyota Starlet. We have some
Starlet parts here and there scattered around. We're thinking of taking this motor out, whatever this junk is, and we're gonna put in a rotary motor from an RX-7. Yeah. We're gonna put the Dorito engine in the little Starlet, and we're gonna have a rear wheel drive drifting monster.
We will change. We will change.
It needs to be cleaned up a little bit.
This was mine.
Really?
Come here. I did this. I was here in the track, went from top of the track to the bottom with about
80 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, and I turned without brake, crack.
So you started from the top of the track, you went down to the bottom, you reached 80 kilometers an hour,
yeah.
You turned really hard with no brake and you flipped.
Did one flip and I σύρθηκα.
You slid.
Yeah.
This one is in perhaps not quite as good condition as the other ones. There's like it's like grass growing. There's moss inside here. There's little animals. Yeah. This is gonna be for parts if we need any spare parts. Otherwise.
Yeah.
The windshield seems to be fine though.
Yeah.
Surprisingly. Temp number 1 for two-wheel riding.
We turn the car about 45 degrees and you try to control it in two wheels. It was an idea, but have some new ideas about the two wheels, so we can see. We will see.
So there's a lot just in that little corner. We have 3 Starlets in varying conditions from decent to absolute shit. And we have a Honda Civic as well, all of which can easily become project cars that we can work on and kind of clean up and put new engines in and make them really, you know, track machines. And here's the track.
Big dog status, I'm a big dog vet. I pull up on the block in a big Corvette. Yeah, ride around the city with a stick all black.
It's not so big for car events.
It's enough to test a few different things for cars here and there, just sort of small things.
5 minutes later.
But it's perfectly ideal for bikes. I will test the hell out of it when we get stunt bike in here. This is a track, but it's also used as a school. They do exams here for licenses and stuff like that. We got a big surprise lined up over here. Downstairs in the garage, we brought in something special.
I think it's right here. Let me see. Ah, yes, it's here. See, I can't open now. I don't have the key, but
it's too dark.
See from...
You might be able to make it out. No big deal, just a McLaren.
So here we have all this garbage.
This all needs to go. We're gonna fix this area, but this whole thing needs to go. We gotta get rid of all this junk, all that junk over there, some more junk over here, some junk in that corner, junk in this corner, junk up there, junk all the way up there. There's that junk over there, that thing over there, this guy, that junk, you know, there's junk everywhere. This is gonna require some work. We have motorcycles inside there. So yeah, in front there's a Kimco little scooter, a little Kawasaki Naked. So this contraption over here is basically to simulate the conditions of ice and slippery roads. You put the car in the middle, you tie it down.
Not the car, the bike.
Oh, it's for a motorcycle. All right, this is for a motorcycle, not for a car. So this is to simulate slippery conditions on a bike. So you put the motorcycle in the middle,
You bolt the motorcycle.
you bolt it down,
here,
and then with these
here.
wheels, it slips around. And so you can practice trying to control it. Now this is my next project, personally. Inside here, I'm gonna put a V4 turbo. I'm gonna put a rear wheel drive.
Don't judge of this. We're going to do it also a project.
We'll put a little...
It's not a bad idea.
A little 250cc engine in here. This is gonna be my new race monster. So just like we saw down there, that big machine, which is for bikes, it's for cars. In a front wheel drive car, you put the rear wheels in here,
Right here and here.
and it simulates ice.
Yeah. And the back, the back of the car, it's lips. The eyes, it's something like to drift.
There's a lot of work to do. This is just the beginning.
And this, let's come with me. Is to simulate the accident.
If you crash on a mountain, this can simulate tumbling,
Yeah.
because it can spin all the way around.
See, it moves. It's rolling.
It moves along the center axis, and it acts as if you've rolled down a mountain, so you get to experience a crash without actually crashing.
Here it has the motor. You connect it with the power. This is the system of the brakes of a truck. And this is a nice piece of simulate of accident.
So this seat, you pull all the way back up, you crank it to the top, you let it go, it falls, and when it hits the bottom, the airbag pops, and it simulates what it's like to be in an accident. You can choose not to wear a seatbelt on this, and then you can experience what kind of forces are applied on you when you don't wear a seatbelt in real life, and why you should definitely always wear a seatbelt.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in here, a lot of different gizmos and gadgets and like demonstrations and simulators and things that flip cars and things that skid cars, but it all needs a little bit of work. So we need to clean this place up and get it looking fresh. We need to refurbish it and get everything functional.
Okay.
Around the corner over here, we're gonna check out the space that we've given us for us to fix up and turn into a shop.
So this is the area. We have those trees. I think it's beautiful to have these trees. I don't want to cut them. I think it's beautiful to have these trees.
So here's the area. This is it.
I have some training little carts.
Underneath here are go-karts, basically. Sort of. Little training cars, as you can kind of see back there. These need to go. These are all gonna go. And we're gonna put all these carts are gonna leave from here, and then we'll have this whole space to ourselves. We're probably gonna bring this roof out a little bit, and we're gonna put, you know, a wall. So we're gonna close this off, so we can bring in our vehicles inside here and kind of be able to work on stuff.
We're going to measure to see about the stuff that we're going to need.
We're thinking of putting the wall maybe right where the cement
Where
ends.
the-
Put a wall all the way along here like this,
And I
and close this off.
think it's more practical to put the door in the middle.
But there's a tree in the way though.
We're going to cut.
Some branches. 465. 451. These haven't been started in how many years? Many. They've been sitting here forever. But we just checked. There's gas in the tank. Let's see what we got.
I will stop.
It smells horrible. That smells horrific. Honda. Quality control, quality assurance. So we just got to the top over here. A second ago we were down there looking at the McLaren inside there, at all this junk that we need to clean up. Inside here, we might throw down some mattresses, if you can see it. This would be a great place to crash during the summer. And at the top, and I'm not even joking, we've got room for a helicopter. We'll put a big circle with an H on it over there, and we've got our helicopter pad. Here's the track. Hey, it's a couple turns. It's nothing big deal.
It's big.
But it's good.
Yeah.
All right. So today's a busy day. We've got a lot to do. We're gonna move the carts from down where they are in that little area where we're gonna be building our workshop, and we're gonna take them around the corner and downstairs into the basement, and then we're gonna be loading them on these shelves, stacking them all up and out of the way so we have room to work. Yeah, what's up, boy?
What's up?
All right, what's up, guys? So we're here now. This is day 2, or actually technically day 3. Jakobos went there yesterday. Yesterday, they came down here to the basement where the McLaren was the other day, and basically took all the go-karts and stacked them up kind of in a row. And so now we're gonna free some space, and we're going to clear the shelves so we can get all the little cars, the test cars that were in the area over there where we're gonna have the workshop. We're gonna take those and we're gonna bring them down here to the basement, and we're gonna put those on the shelves so we can have that whole space clear for us to begin. This is the basement, and as you can see here, got a bunch of things going on. We've got kind of random stuff, workshop. In the background, you can see we have a bunch of go-karts. All right, I had to change the lens because it's dark as hell in here because we have no lights, we have no electricity. Today, we're doing it old school. See, we're even pushing the bikes. It's a little bit wet here.
Because it's rain.
Because it rained. So, as you can see, there's go-karts everywhere, Jeeps everywhere, water everywhere. Can't really tell what's going on here, but we stacked a whole bunch of go-karts up, or Jakobos did yesterday, and we're gonna stack even more inside here to fill the space up. All these go-karts have got to go, and then over here, this is all gonna come down. Then both of these bottom pegs need to come up a couple more rungs so we can fit the cars underneath. This has got to come up another one so we can fit the cars over there. These boards have got to go on top back here again so we can put the cars on top of that. All right, it's time to get to work, I think.
Yeah. We're gonna move all the carts right down to leave all the space free so we can begin our works.
We brought the compressor out here. We got it in the truck. We're getting ready now to bring these carts down and load them into the basement so we can clear this whole space.
Honestly, I don't know who the fuck to trust. Is she my friend or my foe? I'm a extra draw. Yeah, she give me that claim as well. I remember back when I was younger, I was happy. Nowadays feel like no one understand me. I'm good at artists, silly on Bob, Bambi.
Alright, so that's one down, and we still have 8 more to go.
8 more.
So we're leaving it on still, as you can hear, because of what we did is we turned off the fuel valve, and the engine's gonna keep running until it eventually runs out of fuel. Because we're gonna store them and not use them anytime soon, it's best for the fuel to be totally used up so it's not sitting in the engine.
It's best for the carburetor.
For the carburetor.
Yeah.
Okay, so heading back, round 2. His died. His car died on the uphill, so I had to push it the whole way.
Yeah.
So now we got 4 down. And how many more to go? 5. 5 more to go. Here we go. Round 3.
We are going to move all this motor, and we are going to put from a Hayabusa something from Yamaha. No Honda.
Here we go. 5 days later, we're stranded. We have no food. We have no water.
Suzuki, Yamaha something.
We tried. We failed. Look at all this space, guys. Okay, so basically we need to put insulation down inside here along the whole length of this so we can avoid bugs. Then we're gonna put down a special material to cover the whole inside for the floor so we have a nicer surface to work on. We're gonna close off the walls all along here. We have the whole space to ourselves for the garage. It's big enough to fit at least comfortably 1 car and a handful of bikes. But we can also probably fit 2 cars if we need to and work on them simultaneously. So there's a lot of work to do. Gotta get these cars down. Gotta finish organizing the basement.
I think instead we can put 3 cars.
What we're also gonna do is we're gonna remove this tree. So we're gonna do some hey! Aww.
The burner.
While he's doing that, taking forever trying to start the car, let me tell you what's gonna go on over here. So we've got this tree. And you know what? It's a nice tree. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. It's great. It's an olive tree. It's got plenty of, it's the only tree in this whole orchard. All these trees here, this is the only one that actually produces any olives. But unfortunately, it's also the only one that's right in the middle. Right here, we're gonna put a door. And with that tree in the middle, we can't put a door here. So that tree is gonna be transplanted and we're gonna plant it either there or there. We're gonna dig out one of these trees and toss them, and then we're gonna move this one and plant it in the place of one of those trees. So there's work to do. In the meantime, we're making progress.
One eternity later.
When push comes to shove, sometimes you just gotta shove.
It was such a waste. All of this car. All of these cards.
You know what they say, all work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy.
I don't know what does it mean. Τελικά το στάρω. Πάμε λίγο στο αυτό.
Βάλε κανένας και τα κάτι μου. Πώς το βλέπεις? Πώς το βλέπεις?
Εντάξει, λίγο αέρα βάλουμε.
Λίγο τι?
Λίγο αέρα.